Saint Junípero Serra, or Father Junípero Serra. He was a Catholic priest in the 18th century in California, and he brought Christianity largely, or Catholicism at any rate, to many Native Americans. And so here's a description in American Magazine. I can't tell the politics of the magazine. I don't know if it's right or left, so it seems to be quite accurate, actually. In a video of the San Francisco toppling, people can be heard cheering as the statue of the 18th century Franciscan priest holding a cross fell to the ground. People strike and kick the statue in the video, and it's clear the statue has also been tagged and splashed with what appears to be red paint. So, I'm wondering, if you had to entrust your child for a year with the people who kicked and brought down the statue, or the people who would like the statue to remain, even if you're an atheist, which group would you choose? I have two funny reactions from my colleagues. Triple G is cracking up, and the living martyr is shaking his head, lamenting the state of affairs that prompted my question. You've got to be a really angry dude or a dudette to tear down the statue of Father Serra, who is Saint Serra now, Saint Junípero Serra. And he was made a saint by the most liberal pope of our lifetime, most left-wing pope. Pope Francis made him a saint. I guess Pope Francis is not woke enough. Now, here's an interesting question. Will Pope Francis comment on the tearing down of the man he made a saint? Statues of the man he made a saint? He hasn't yet, has he? Not that we know of. Has any Democratic politician comment on Washington? Tearing down of our past. By the way, he's not even charged with killing Native Americans. He's charged basically with being part of the Western invasion of native lands. In other words, no Westerners should have come to North America. And, even worse, spreading Christianity. Ooh. You don't want to do that. Who would want the products of such people like the first country in the world to have, for vast numbers of people, such equality of opportunity, such freedom? You know why America's hated by the left? Because it's successful. America's hated by the left, very, very similar to why Jews are hated by anti-Semites. Because they have succeeded. And I don't mean just financially, but they have succeeded in making a good family life, in making a stable society. Nobody hates failures, right? Think about it. America succeeded, and they want to bring it down. I would think that if you love people, what you would want to do is say, America's really done very well for most of its people, inordinately well, uniquely well. More people want to move to America by a factor of 3, according to Gallup poll that just came out. 3 times more people want to move to America than any other place. And that includes Africans, sub-Saharan Africans, meaning black Africans. 2 million who have moved here in the last 50 years. 2 million. According to the data of Harvard professor Henry Louis Gates, head of black studies there. About 300,000 came to America as slaves. 2 million have come voluntarily. The transatlantic slave crossing was like a concentration camp on the seas. It was so evil. But I do want you to understand that despite that, apparently vast numbers of black Africans have not bought the idea that this is a racist country.